different countries are there. So different countries having as a different objectives. On such objectives, they are start to make as a comparison with the other countries. For example, most number of countries of the world, they are basically distinguished or compare on the basis of the per capita income. Per capita income. On the basis of a per capita income, they are comparing. So what's a per capita income? This is the average income which has earned by the every individual within a boundaries of a country. Average income earned by the every individual within the boundaries of a country. Now, how can we calculate total income earned from primary, secondary, tertiary divided by the total population, through which we can calculate as average income or per capita income. But it's having as a some of the drawbacks. Drawbacks in the sense it is basically influenced by the extreme values. Yesterday we discussed about that if the number of students scoring as a 10 out of 10, it will be as a more. Then the average figure, it will be as a more than a 5. But if the number of students, it will increase, which will be scored as a less than 5 marks, then the average figure, it will be shift towards the more than 5 to the less than 5. Same as those countries where the poorest are more people are dependent on a working population, more people under poverty. In such countries, the per capita income has generally lies lower, for which the two classifications are there. Two studies are occurred. Two studies they conducted for the study of a per capita income or the level of a development. For comparing the countries, comparison between the countries, for which the comparison on the basis of a development, for which the two case studies are there, two comparison are there. One as a World Bank's classification of a world countries, World Bank, and second one is the HDI, Human Development Index. Human Development Index. Human Development Index, HDI. Human Development Index. So these two classifications prove that the world economy is having as a different developmental goals. We can't use as a one criteria for a classification of a world economies, in which the World Bank used the criteria of a per capita income only. Per capita income. And HDI used as a two indicators. First as a social indicators and economic. Social includes health and education. And economic, per capita income. Per capita income. So these are the basic classifications. Let's discuss about these classifications which were given by these two agencies, World Bank and HDI, Human Development Index. Human Development Index. Clear? Human Development Index. So let us start from the World Bank. World Bank used a criteria. Of a per capita income to distinguish world economies. It states that through income we can study about The public facilities used by different countries of the world. World Bank divided world economies into three categories: developed economies, developing economies, and underdeveloped economies. Underdeveloped economies. So let's talk about the first, developed economies. Those economies which are having the per capita income 4 lakh, more than 4 lakh 35,500 4,35,500 rupees more than are the developed economies. Example, US, England, Russia, US, England, Russia. Second, developing economies which are having the per capita income 35,000 35,500 to 4,35,500 4,35,500. Example, Switzerland, Indonesia. Third, less than 35,500 rupees per capita income annual, in which the India has lies. These are the underdeveloped economies. So if we use the categorization given by the World Bank, India has lies in a underdeveloped economies. Those economies which still facing the poverty, unemployment, such kind of the problems. But in reality, India is a developing country. India is a developing country as compared to the others. India is a developing economy as compared to others because the efforts done by the government of India to eradicate poverty, to remove poverty, unemployment, illiteracy, overcome such problems which are more prominent in other economies like Pakistan. Clear? Like Pakistan. Till there any doubts? Anybody? Another classification has given by the Human Development Index. This was published by the United Nations Development Program, UNDP. United Nations Development Program. This agency published a report of a HDI, Human Development Index, in which they used the two basic indicators: social indicators, which includes health status, and level of literacy. And the second one is the economic indicators as per capita income. So it means three in totality as a three indicators. HDI states that Per capita income is different in a different economies based upon the resources, the available resources. For example, Punjab having as a natural resource as a land, but as compared to Punjab and Kerala, there are neither minerals or lights and nor as a agriculture possible in throughout the year. So that's why that economy is a less developed. That economy is a less developed. So that's why we can't use as a one criteria as a per capita income to make the distinction between economies, for which we have to study about the development of a human resource. Development of human resource is also mandatory because human resource is the capable to use the other natural resources and transform into as a usable items. Transform into as the usable items. Clear? Transform into as the usable items. Clear? So on the basis of these three, they categorize the economies in which India has lies in a developing economies. India lies in a developing economies because of the improving health status and improving literacy level in India. It proves that the India is not as an underdeveloped economy. India, it's the developing economy which has solving their such problems. Clear? Such problems. So other criteria except then the income are what are like social securities, respect for others for the equal treatment, freedom, life expectancy. Life expectancy in India is 58 years. It means average person which are spending the age, life, total number of years in our country, it is as the 58 years. 58 years. Average means some are there which are spending as a more than the 80 years, but there is a large number of people are there which are die under age group of 10 or 20 years. 10 or 20 years. That's why the life expectancy, the average life expectancy is 58 years in our country. And the basic reason behind that this much of a shorter life expectancy is a infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate. Infant mortality means when a child, it indicates the total number of deaths of infants, children below the age group of 1 year as proportion to the 100 live children born in that particular year. So as per average, in every 100 individuals, 100 children which are born in a year, from which the how many total number of children which are die under age group after 1 year is known as the infant mortality rate. Infant mortality. Mortality means a death rate. Infant mortality rate. Clear? Infant mortality rate. And literacy is what? Literacy explains by the Planning Commission as a person who can read and write and knows the simple arithmetic is a literate. The person is a literate. But the SSA explains that a literate person, SSA Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, it explains that a literate person is that who has above the age of the 7 years, above the age, which has lies under the age group of 6 to the 14 years and completed the education of 8th level, SSA, which has proves that the free education, right to education. Net attendance ratio is the total number of children of age group of 14 and 15 years attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. In the number of children of age group 14 and 15 years attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. So to improve the literacy level in India, the government of India initiated some of the programs like midday meal scheme, midday meal scheme. Second one is the Sarv Shiksha Abhiyan, Right to Education Act, Right to Education Act. These schemes are having as a some common objectives. Objectives. First, retention of students in a school. Retention. So, large number of our students when they move towards their houses for the taking as a meal, taking as a food, they neither moving back towards the school. So retention, at least the students, they have to retain present in a school. Second one, control over dropouts, to reduce dropouts. A large number of students, due to the poor economic conditions of their families, they dropped the school education before completion of a 12th level. So to reduce the dropouts, to reduce dropouts. Third, to increase attendance, to increase attendance in schools, to increase attendance in school means total enrollment. Total enrollment, it should be as increase in a pre-primary to the higher classes. Pre-primary to the higher classes. Number of individuals they have to take as a admissions. So when a person is admitted, the person has coming towards a school, at least it will gain something. Gain something. Either it has coming for the food under the midday meal scheme or for the scholarships given under the SSA or other schemes. But at least a child, it has to come towards a school and gain something. To gain something. So through the such efforts, the literacy has improving in our country. So in the other side, to improve the health of a people, to improve the health of the people, government has initiating some of the programs to the opening centers, health centers, PSCs, primary health centers, dispensaries, civil hospitals. They are open in a localities through which the health it has protecting by the efforts, through which the infant mortality rate it has reducing, in which the important role has played by the Anganwadi workers. Those Anganwadis which earlier as appointed for the village panchayats, but now they are supporting the government to awareing the people regarding their health and hygiene. Regarding the health and hygiene, different number of infectious diseases, their awareness, they are awareing the people regarding as a immunization and a vaccination and how to improve their immunity, proper diet, they are guiding the mothers. So all these works are collectively done by the Anganwadi workers in rural areas. They are basically as a link between the government and the villagers. Government and the villagers. Because in villages, most number of people are illiterate. They are unaware about those beneficial schemes which initiated by government for them. So all these schemes are their information as providing by the Anganwadi workers to the villagers. To the villagers. Clear? So these are the two classifications of HDI and World Bank. Now the next topic is a sustainability of development. Sustainability of development or sustainable development. Sustainable development means such kind of a development without harming environment for the future generations. For future generations. When we initiate the developmental processes without harming, without affecting the environment for saving, for a betterment of our future generations is known as the sustainable development. Sustainable development includes proper planning of our resources. Resource planning is a mandatory. Resource planning is a mandatory. Second one, to use the non-conventional sources of energy. To use the non-conventional sources of energy. To increase the use of a non-conventional sources of energy. To reduce wastage. To reduce wastage to reduce the wastage at to reduce the wastage at extraction, processing, and usage. Extraction, when we extract the minerals beneath the layers of earth crust through the mining. Extraction, first one is the extraction. Second one, processing, when they are the process and modify, transform into the other form of our resources. And third one, usage, when they are using. At all these ages, reduce the wastage. Clear? Okay. Third, fourth, increase the uses of the substitutes of resources. Those substitutes which are available in abundance. So we have to use such number of resources as compared to those which are limited. For example, iron is limitedly found in India. As compared to iron, we can increase the use of aluminium, which has extracted through the bauxite. Bauxite, B-A-U-X-I-T-E. Bauxite is an ore of aluminium. Clear? Bauxite is an ore of aluminium. So this is as the fourth. Fifth one, to save resources for the future generations. 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 That's it. This one has proved that the sustainable development, it can be possible in a country, in all the countries. So this much our chapter. Any questions in your side? Any questions in your side? Yes, Dakshita.
So please health initiatives आप repeat कर दो.
कौन से?
Health initiatives.
Health initiatives. The government of India has initiated some of the schemes, programs through which the health of individuals, it can be as protected, in which first, health centers opened by the government. Health centers, which includes primary health centers, dispensaries, civil hospitals, mobile hospitals. In Jalandhar, a civil hospital is there. In rural areas, primary health centers and dispensaries are providing the health facilities. But in remote areas, the areas which are not accessible, the areas where the hospitals are not possible to set up, in such areas, the mobile health facilities are providing. It means in weeks, within a week, twice or thrice, doctors, they are visiting in such number of remote areas like J&K, deserts of Rajasthan, or northeastern states. Clear? First. Second one, vaccination. For government has providing as a proper vaccination and immunization to all the individuals of a society at free of cost through the civil hospitals. Third, awareness programs, health awareness programs. Timely government has awareing the people regarding various communicable and non-communicable diseases. For example, presently this COVID-19, their awareness has spread by the government among the masses. Fourth one, for protecting people or for protecting people from various STDs, sexually transmitted disease, for which the government has providing as awareness or distributing the contraceptives, the birth control procedures among the masses. Clear? Any other? Anybody else? Any other query? 5 minutes for your queries. Begin. Anybody else?